Welcome to Learn to Live Stress-Free. This is Christine Wright with Dr. Robert Wright Jr. of www.stressfreenow.info.
Hi, this is Dr. Bob coming to you today from Seward, Alaska. And as you can see, it's an overcast day. It was raining. And have you ever been on vacation and you decided to not do what you had planned to do? You changed your mind. And so that's what I did today. I'm on a cruise and I'm fortunate enough to be back to back. And I decided to just stay on the ship and avoid the crowds. So this is Dr. Bob. Remember to follow your mind and always do what you think is right. As you can see, it's kind of foggy here. So although the rain has stopped, as you can see in the background, it's still, I think it's the kind of thing I've learned from being in enough places. With all that fog, like going up into the mountains trying to see things is really not a good idea. It's best to wait until it's a bright sunny day. Fortunately, on this cruise, we have had very, very excellent weather. It's still early morning, so most likely by 12 noon, 1 o'clock, the sun will come out, etc. And I have seen some amazing things. So this is the second time I am in Seward, Alaska. And on both trips, I decided not to get off the ship. What happens is people come to Seward in many cases as the last stop, and then there's a bus that takes them on to Anchorage. I think Anchorage is about 100 miles away from here. And one of the best things about going up there is that if you're fortunate enough to be taking the cruise tour excursion on the train, you get to go through Denali Park, which I've heard from everyone is absolutely fabulous. So I haven't been on that, but I have seen many, many, many amazing things on this cruise. And this is the same cruise I did last year. So let me tell you a secret. It took me 25 plus years to find out that the savvy cruisers, what they do is they take back-to-back cruises. I had never heard of that before, but now I've done 3 back-to-back cruises. This is the third, and I can tell you, look at the smile on my face. So it is a fantastic thing where you take the ship one way and you stay on the ship going back, and it is just amazing. The only catch in many cases is that you have to switch cabins. I think on one time I didn't have to switch cabins, but I just switched my cabin, and it was basically only 5 cabins down the hall from where I was. So my cabin steward was very wonderful, and he made it a seamless process. So I'm not caught up having to get off the ship and then get back on the ship. And so I just found out that the first restaurant opens at 11:30, and that's where I'm going to be, because I was up at around 3:30 this morning and had some coffee, but I think having lunch at 11:30 is probably a good idea at this point. So this is Dr. Bob signing off from Seward, Alaska. This is my second time here, and I invite you to take an Alaska cruise. I'm on a Norwegian cruise line ship, but there are many cruise lines like Holland America that come up here. So consider taking the cruise. I came up from Vancouver, and but many cruises also take place from Seattle, Washington. So dust off your passport, as I keep reminding you. And Alaska is called the last frontier for a reason. It is really amazing. And some people told me yesterday that the reason that they were coming up here was to go to Fairbanks and North because they wanted to see the Northern Lights. So you don't have to go all the way to Iceland, to Reykjavik, or to the Arctic Circle. So put Alaska on your list and see the Northern Lights and see amazing wildlife and amazing scenery. So this is Dr. Bob from Stress Free Now podcast, wishing you well. Until next time, be safe and be well.